What happens now?
What happens now?
Yeah. Oh, is it on?
It's on.
That's why. See, that's why this guy's a tech guy, because I don't understand anything about this.
Technology.
But it's on.
I've even got my own little personal air conditioner around my neck, because today, I think it, by the way, in today's vlog, my friends, I normally start it off like that. We've got Martin with us. Now, you're an expat.
Yes, I am.
And
I used to be called Pat, and I changed my name.
You changed your name to Martin.
I'm from Rochdale in Lancashire, but don't hold it against me, you know. And yeah, so.
But you've been here for years now.
Been here for years, yeah, 1970, when the world was normal.
Have you lived in Perth since 1970?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So the perfect person to show us around, and we thought, he said, where should we start the video off? I said, I'll tell you what, let's start it off at the Lucky Shag. Let's have a beer, right? Because it's so blooming hot here today.
It is.
We'll start it off. We're going to have a little wander around. You're going to show us some different places and different sites. Tell us a little bit about the city. Like there was the mint back there with a $2 million coin or something, was it? So he's going to tell us some interesting information. Also, we're going to go and get some food as well. Over the water in South Perth, is
South Perth.
Well, rather than tell you all this now, how it's split, etc., because otherwise it'll be the longest intro in the world. we're gonna drink this.
Bloody thirsty. Cheers.
Yeah. So if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, click the little bell for notifications of when I upload new videos. Now, without further ado, my friends,
Welcome to Perth.
cheers. Let's
Cheers.
go.
The sun is shining, the sun is shining down on us. There's nowhere I'd rather be, there's nowhere I'd rather be. The sun is shining, the sun is shining down on us. There's nowhere I'd rather be.
Right, okay, my friends. Boy, oh boy, let me turn this air conditioning unit off here. I'm not sponsored by these, by the way, but they did send it me. And if you want to know what it is, it's Torras. Go back to one of my other videos, and you won't need it in England, I don't think, 'cause it's not hot enough. Although it heats you up as well.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
you know, apparently.
Anyway, that's not what this is about. It's not about this. It's about this, which is the bell tower.
Yeah, it's a bell tower. We built it in Australia, obviously, because that's where it is. But the bells came from St Martin's in the Field, and I'm just stretching my memory that is pretty well shot because I'm old. It was back in the 1980s, I think 1988, as a bicentennial gift or something to the state, or 79, I don't know. But they got these big bells from St Martin's in the Field, and we said thank you very much, you know, England. And then they built the tower and they put the bells in, and they do work still because they don't need to be software programmed or
Software, bro.
well, you know, they're old technology.
They're old technology.
They're old school.
They're proper
You got
bells.
a thing that goes ding ding and a
What?
big thing.
Well, I've actually come to take them back.
Oh, right. What? Yeah, but your suitcase isn't big enough.
My suitcase isn't big enough, actually. That's a point. I might have to leave him here then. So there we go. Right, we're going to get Ferry now.
Yes.
We're going to go over to
South Perth.
So Perth is split in two then, is it?
Well, you got the north and you got the south.
Okay.
It's a bit like London when you drive around the M25 and it goes flip north. Doesn't tell you where anything is, just says flip north.
But it's split by a lake.
It's split by a river, the Swan River.
It's the Swan River. Not a lake, obviously I'm thinking of the Lake District. The Swan, it's split by a river. And then, do you have to, can you go around it in an Uber if you want?
Yeah,
But
you
is
can
it
go.
quicker on a ferry?
It's probably quicker in an Uber, but it's much more fun on a ferry because you tend to be a pirate.
So we can go on a ferry. We're going to be pirates.
Ha
Ha ha! Come on, me hearties.
There's nowhere I'd rather be.
You're on. You're on.
It's on.
It's great, isn't it? It's warm in here, isn't it?
It's warm in here, definitely.
Right, so how long does this take to get over to the south then, roughly?
About 4.5 hours.
4.5 hours, great.
Yeah, it's very, very slow. No, it's only about 10, 15 minutes.
Ah, that's good, excellent. Right, so and then when we get over there, how far is the place we're going to go to eat?
3 minutes?
3 minutes?
Yeah.
Good.
And it's got beer.
And it's oh, did you know that 3 minutes is going to feel like an hour because I'm thirsty. I've literally just had that drink. I've come out like I'm really thirsty.
It's very warm today.
It's insanely warm, yeah, and it's going to get even hotter.
Yep. They're talking about 40 degrees on Saturday, Sunday, maybe even Friday.
It's 40 degrees.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like a baked potato.
You will. You'll go back all crispy.
Crispy on the outside.
And when you get to Heathrow, people will be standing around you going, "Oh, it's like standing there. Look, they'll be roasting chestnuts on his head."
You could do that on my car. It's electric.
We're not going to go down.
We won't go down that road. No, come on, onwards. Right, so do you want to show us where we've just gone from?
Right, we've just left there, Elizabeth Quay, and
Yeah.
we've come all the way down to Main Street Jetty.
So we're now down there, South
Yeah.
Perth.
South Perth. We're now in South Perth.
Right, okay, here we are, Rambler. Now, there is a bar there, but you're saying that's not quite as good a view of the
better
city.
view.
Much better view from there, so we're going to get a Rambler. I'm not going to have fish and chips this time.
No.
Although it does seem to be a big thing in Australia. There's fish and chip shops everywhere. I've seen more fish and chip shops here than I have in Yorkshire. Well, not quite, but almost.
Yeah, and that's because we're surrounded by sea and fish are in the sea, and there's lots of sea.
And there's lots of sea.
Lots of fish.
Yeah.
So that's true.
We don't want any controversy though, because I could do Perth, hang your head in shame. These fish and chips are the worst. I don't want to be in the press again by shaming Perth for their fish and chips.
I think you've already done it.
Have I done it already?
Oh, somebody will leak that straight to the mirror. You're in deep trouble now.
You just can't make fish and chips, can you? I mean, they're all right. The ones that I've had, they're kind of okay, you know.
Yeah. Anyway,
we're going to go over there. We're going to have something to eat. We're going to mark it out of 10. You're going to mark it out of 10 as well.
oh, am I?
Yeah, you are.
Oh, okay. And I need a beer
And you need a
because
beer.
I'm about to bloody dehydrate.
Where's the 4X?
We don't have 4X.
But Castle,
Go to Queensland.
Australians don't give a Castle 4.
Go to Queensland if you want 4X. Don't drink it here.
Well, go on then, onwards.
Okay. Was it on, is it?
It's on, yeah.
Oh, it's on.
We're recording. I'm going to take my hat off because otherwise we're going to get people saying it's rude to eat with you. Who made that rule up? It's rude to eat with your hat on.
I think that was
I
something.
think it was my mum.
Oh,
I think it was my mum. My mum made a lot of rules up, you know.
elbows off the table.
Elbows off the table.
Eat your sprouts.
Eat your sprouts. Put your knife and fork
Yeah,
together.
that's it, you know.
You know, don't break wind at the table.
Please can I leave the table?
Please can I leave the table, yeah.
I haven't finished eating
If you
yet.
don't eat that now, you'll be getting it for tomorrow's dinner. You know that, being from
I know,
Lancashire.
yeah. There are people starving in India? Well, you know, stick it in an envelope and send it to them because I eat those sprouts, you know. Yeah. Anyway, where are we up to?
Right, we're going to choose something to eat. So, I don't know what I'm going to go for yet. I mean, they do seem to be massive on fish here, but like you say, there's a lot of water.
A lot of water.
So that's probably why. But I'm not sure yet. I think I'm going to, there's West Australian line caught fish and chips, which is lightly battered.
Yeah. And it's caught.
Shark Bay prawns. I don't know, you know. I think I'm going to have to I'm just going to have a minute. Yeah. I'm going to have a minute and just soak in and peruse the menu and then probably have the same thing that I normally have all the time.
Don't do it.
So anyway, while we're choosing, you take a close look at the menu and just have a look at the view. We just could do with chopping them 2 trees down. Yeah. Get rid of the trees. And I'd rather see the buildings.
I know. Oh, that's terribly unenvironmental.
Trees are in the way.
That's terribly what's the word?
Unenvironmentally friendly is the word.
Well done.
Yeah.
And you can say that because you got an EV.
I drive an EV, so I'm environmentally friendly, although I've just flown 9,000 miles burning all that fuel. So obviously an EV just offsets it. I'm offsetting my carbon footprint.
Wasn't it an electric plane?
It wasn't an electric plane. No, you'd have a bit of range anxiety with that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, you'd have some big batteries.
Right, take a close look at the menu, my friends. Cheers.
Cheers.
Is it on?
Is it?
It is on.
The light's not on.
There's no light on that. It's just a phone on a stick.
I'm getting very confused now. Yes.
Right, so we have ordered the steak sandwich. Price-wise here, I'm going to say I know it's all relative to what people earn, but the Australians were saying it was really expensive. Now, if you work out this is a really nice bar, kind of on a par with what you'd find in London, maybe on Canary Wharf or whatever, like that.
Yep.
This here, so we've got 2 steak sandwiches. Steak sandwiches, $27 each, right? That's roughly half of that, isn't it?
£13.50.
So £13.50 you could say roughly for a steak sandwich. I'm saying in London that'd be probably 30 odd pounds each in London or something. So
really?
Yeah, especially in a place like this. Maybe not in a restaurant in Leeds or Pudsey or Mansfield or wherever.
Yeah.
But in London, without a doubt, yeah. So I'm saying the prices here it's cheaper in Perth anyway than it is over in London and the UK. The prices seem a lot cheaper. So $54 in total there. There's a copy of the receipt there, look. Anyway, right, so
£27.
Yeah. So right now then. When you came over here, a little bit of information, right? So you came over here about. I'm going to ask you about yourself.
Oh, okay.
Putting you under pressure now.
Oh gosh.
So you came here with your parents. Were your grandparents from Whitby or something, or lived in
what
Whitby?
happens if I get the questions wrong?
How can you get the questions wrong about yourself? Man, he's saying that I got my question. The immigration officer asked my age. I said 51. I'm 54, and she just didn't even question me.
Anyway. Originally from Rochdale in Lancashire, which it's a great place, you know. And the family came over in 1971. Mum and Dad just said we're going to Australia, and Chris and I basically had no choice. So we had to come because the bank wouldn't give us a mortgage to buy the house.
So you came over on a boat then?
Yeah, we came over on a boat. It was the RMS Elenis, which was out of Piraeus in Greece. Prior to that, it was actually built as a war liberty ship or something. 1944, it was the Lurline, I remember that name, but then it was renamed the Elenis. And we, literally went down to London in the 70s. Mum and Dad, Mum was a teacher, Dad was an engineer. And they said, yep, we want you in Australia. So passed all the paperwork, all the bits and pieces, and
how long did the boat trip take?
I think it was about 3 or 4 weeks.
Well, 3 or 4 weeks, and I moaned about 17 hours.
we left Southampton in November when it was cold,
Yeah.
and then we arrived on the 7th of December in 1971, and it was like 48 degrees, and just it was
It must have been a
hot.
bit of a culture shock for you, especially at 10.
Well, just a lot, because I mean, one of the first memories I have was going to school, and of course the kids there, used to cause bombs and all that sort of stuff, at worst. And they say, "Hey Martin," and you go, "What?" You go, "Say bus." Ah, you pommy bastards. I mean, it was just a different world, but the whole family sort of just. I mean, Dad got a bit homesick. We went back in 1975, and then after his episode of homesickness cheered up, he said, "I'm not living here again," and that was it. So, but we've integrated, adopted, and Australia, Perth is a great place. It's the most isolated capital city in the world, and it's a pretty good place to live.
Seems very relaxed from what I've seen compared to any other city that I've been to, but obviously being in New Jersey and spending a lot of time in New York for years, that's hustle and bustle. London is. I've been to Hong Kong, been to Kuala Lumpur and places like that. This city is way more relaxed.
Yeah.
Very laid back, very relaxed. On an evening, it's very quiet. It is a very chilled out city, I've got to say.
It is.
Do you miss the? It's really you wouldn't miss the UK, because if you were 10, you probably can't. You can't remember a lot of it anyway.
I think I was old enough to. I mean, I've been back. I spent 6-7 months living in London in 1991, and when I came back to Perth after that, because you got up to speed in London,
Yeah.
you stand on this side of the escalator, you don't do that, you don't do this, mind the gap, all that. And I've lived and worked in London, and you come back here and you go, these people on sleeping tablets, what's going on?
And weather-wise, all year round with Perth, is it like it gets colder, doesn't it?
It does get cold. We do have some cold days, some cold nights. It does rain.
Do you get any clouds there? There doesn't seem to be many clouds.
No. The government have banned clouds.
They've banned clouds.
Yeah, they've banned them, and any cloud that comes over there will get fined.
Unlike in the UK.
No, it gets cloudy. And actually, it's very strange because of all this climate change. I mean, some months of the year it's really hot and then it gets really cold. And I'm very concerned about that.
Yeah.
I don't think there's enough people
Driving EVs.
I was trying to say that with a straight face. Anyway, no, the climate's pretty. It's not too bad. I mean, it does get cold in winter. When I was driving for a living, get up at 3 a.m, and yes, it's cold.
Yeah, but you don't get a lot of snow in the city itself or anything like that.
We don't get snow.
No,
It doesn't snow.
it doesn't snow.
There's no ice. You don't open your door and go.
Christmas Day, it's hot.
Christmas Day. Well, it's been quite temperate the last few years. It can get hot. A couple of years ago, I think it was 42 or something. But I think this year was warm, but I think it was, I can't remember, I don't know, I think it was 39, but it was like this, so it doesn't get much better.
So you're an Australian citizen now anyway.
Yes,
so,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
Yes,
it. And you've got the accent as well.
Yeah, well, and of course, you can't help it, I mean, there's still a bit of English in there, but, I mean, I can say how do you do, so,
Yeah.
but it still sounds a bit Australian, but, yeah,
Do people say good day?
yeah.
Yeah, they say good day.
There you go.
Good day.
Yeah.
They don't say good day sport though, do they?
No. Not unless you watch a Barry McKenzie movie, but that's a different thing. But no, people say good day, and how you going, mate? Yeah. And that's especially good if you can't remember somebody's name, because you go, how you going, mate?
Yeah.
G'day, mate. How you going? Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, no worries.
Do you have Vegemite as well?
Oh yeah, I love Vegemite. Have you had Vegemite?
I've had Marmite, which is probably
Yeah.
the same, and it's terrible. I scrape it off my tongue. It's awful. I'd rather eat Widgety Grub.
You don't. Oh look. Oh, have a look.
Oh, thank you very much.
There you go.
Thank you. Right. Well, these look great. Fantastic.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Wow. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. That's great. Wonderful. No, we're good. Thank you. Thank
Fine
you very
at the
much.
minute.
Thank you. Look, I've got a widgety grub here. Look, there it is. Look, it's a widgety grub. Actually, it's a pickle, by the way. You can't eat yet. I've got to get your thumbnail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You ready?
Yeah, go on.
Ready for this?
I'm ready.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I'm just wiping the vinegar off my
What,
thing.
gherkin off the...
The gherkin off my finger.
Right.
Thumbnail time. Can you give us like a ooh?
Ooh. Ooh, E-I.
Oh, that's an eye, lad.
Oh.
There we go. Push it forward a bit. There we go. Ooh. Look at that. That'll do. I'm not doing any more. How do we do the review?
Yeah, go on.
We just eat it and tell me what it's like.
Oh, okay.
So just tuck in.
All right.
Get your.
Get your eating irons.
Hang on a minute. That's not a knife. This is a knife. I've always wanted to say that. That's not a knife. This is a knife. See, Crocodile Dundee. I had to do it. I had to be,
Yes, we know.
it had to be done, didn't it? There we go.
And later on, we'll go to the zoo and wrestle some alligators, shall we?
Yeah, let's do that. It needed to be done, didn't it? It's cheesy, but it needed to be done.
And
So
you know what? You know, you've enjoyed yourselves.
I've enjoyed it. Listen,
You know.
I found it funny.
Exactly. And there'll be people out there who will find it funny.
Just
as well.
thinking, they will, but then there'll be others that be thinking, what a plonker.
That was like the day I went to the Acorn Cafe in America when
Yeah.
they filmed Sudden Impact.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Where Clint Eastwood walked back in to complain about his coffee.
Yeah.
And I went to the Acorn Cafe. It's now McDonald's. I didn't go in.
Oh, you didn't complain at
but
McDonald's
I
about the coffee.
No, but I made a film outside. Remember that? You know?
Yeah, yeah.
Go ahead. You know,
Made my day.
And I said to the missus, I said, "You getting out of the car to have a look?" And she went, "No." I
You
said,
go-
"Yeah, but." And she goes, "Ah."
There you
Anyway.
go. Look. Steak sandwich, beetroot, fries,
Well, you beat me to it.
gherkin. It's like a brioche kind of bun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice bit of fresh salad on there.
And it's got chili on top.
Got a chilli on.
I'm going to try the chili.
Are you going to eat the chilli?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. You can have my chilli. There you go.
Oh,
I
okay.
thought, I'm not going to eat a chilli.
Oh,
It's going to be off,
chilli,
isn't it?
Oh, yeah. All right.
The steak goes well with the beetroot.
I'm doing mine a bit different. Yeah.
I guess
What's the steak like?
very tender. There's your steak.
Yep. Is that a falls to bits in your mouth sort of?
Yeah. Cheese
steak?
is good. It's not like an American cheese, which is plastic. All the Americans are going to kill me now. No, that's a nice steak.
I went to a restaurant in Holbrook in America, and I said that's where they got the Wigwam Motel, concrete wigwams.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. Stayed in the concrete wigwam. Anyway, we went to can't remember what it was, the something steakhouse, and I went to the salad bar. I came back and I said, "I've got shredded carrot." She goes, "Really?" I said, "Yeah, shredded carrot." Yeah. So I grabbed a pile of that on the plate. Have a guess what it was?
What was it?
Jack cheese.
Jack cheese.
It's an orange cheese that looks like shredded carrot. Anyway.
Makes sense. Right, well,
Okay, yeah, I'm
we're
trying.
going to eat this and then we're going to come back to it. We'll mark it out of 10. You guys can mark it out of 10 on looks and on price. I think the price is great for a place like this. As I say, if you mark it and you sort of like match it with places in London. So I'll see you guys in a minute.
That is a really nice bit of steak.
Nice widgety grub.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Hey, look at that. There's a camera there already, as if by magic. They're all waiting for us. It's not like that I had to come down the stairs,
There's a
set
camera
the
there.
camera up. There is. Set the camera up, walk back up the stairs, come back down again and go, wow, look at that, you're waiting for us. Right, okay. So, food-wise, can you get down here? Food-wise, are you all right there?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, no
Good.
worries. Yeah.
Food-wise, I'm going to say that was a nice sandwich. Steak was good. I'm going to give that. A solid 8.8.
Well, actually, yeah, I'm around about to say, yeah, 8.5 to 9. The steak was beautiful. The bread was, well, the brioche was nice.
Nice
the,
brioche.
The witchy grub was very tasty.
Witchy grub was great, yeah.
And the shoestring chips, well, if they'd been boot-laced chips, would have been a bit better. But anyway,
I like
no,
chunky
that's fine.
chips. I like chunky chips, but I think I think the camera might be a bit high there. Is it all right? Yeah.
I don't know.
All right there, like that.
I don't know.
Anyway, so you've got to actually say the score. You've got to commit.
Okay. So I'll go 8.75.
8.75. That's very specific, isn't it? That's even
Well,
more specific than 8.
I was thinking 8.73, but then I thought, no, because we are upside down,
We are upside
so
down.
we'll call it 8.75. That's it. That's my final bid, 8.75. So you beat me.
I think we're not upside down because if you look at it right, think
Yeah.
about this. You've got a ball spinning in infinity, right? In black space, right?
Right.
Who says what way up is what?
Oh.
Because if it goes forever, right, you could look at it the other way around and be the right way up. So we could be the right way up and they could be the wrong way up. It depends which way you're looking at it, doesn't it?
Have you ever tried turning an atlas upside down?
Yeah, but the thing is, if you're looking from space, which is infinity,
But that
there is no up and no down.
But that means that Scotland's in the south.
But then is the south, we've only made the south and the north. We've invented that.
So that means that London's in the north.
I'm confused. Let's go and get the ferry. Come on, onwards. I can't get up. Oh. Right, so plan, okay?
Plan.
Plan.
Have we got one?
Yeah, we have. We're going to show.
Where do we get the plan from?
I'm like Hannibal off of the 18. We're going to keep walking. So we're going to try the best rooftop bar in Perth. Now, I've been told by the hotel it was QT.
Okay.
But you've just said, your better half has just said the one at the top of the Ritz.
Yep.
So I say we try both and we mark them out of 10 and say which is the best one. What do you reckon?
You are an ideas man, aren't you?
I am. That's just leave the ideas to Lee. Leave it to the Mac.
I'll leave you in charge of that. I'm just following along.
Come on, onwards. Right, what about that for a time lapse? That time lapse was great. It was like we got here in seconds, wasn't it?
It was quick. I'll tell you what. I mean, you reckon that was a time lapse? It wasn't. That was the ferry coming back because Perth is the centre of West Australia. It's our capital city.
Exactly.
That
Now,
should be-
onwards to the first rooftop bar that we're going to take you to, which is the Ritz.
apparently.
Apparently. Is it going to be the Ritz or is it going to be QT? Which is going to be the best? You're going to be the judge of that. Onwards. Right, so where are we going?
We're going to the Ritz-Carlton, which is up there.
So there's two.
There's two buildings. I don't know which one it is, but there's a rooftop bar, so we'll get a nice view of the river
And of South Perth.
and of a pint, hopefully.
And of Definitely an Australian now, come on.
Okay.
Okay, update.
Go on.
Update.
Update.
So the Ritz has a rooftop bar, but
Bar.
it's closed.
Yep.
So we've now been told the better one, the better one,
It's the Hilton.
is the Hilton Doubletree
I think so.
at Hilton. So we're going to try the Doubletree at Hilton, which is the 18th floor apparently. But then we're going to try QT, which is what my hotel told us. And also, Google said was the best bar. It gave it, I think, 5 stars.
Well, if Google said it, what are we doing?
And because I work for Google, Google's amazing.
They're great.
They're amazing.
They're fabulous.
They're wonderful.
You don't have none of that Firefox, just Google.
Firefox, what's that?
Well, that was one of the original internet browsers.
Is that still going?
Well, I had it on my 386DX.
Did you?
It still goes.
I didn't even know. Google all the way. Let's go. Right, here we are. Doubletree Hilton ordered 2 pints of Swan draft.
Yep.
Thank you very much. There we go. Swan was originally, I'm recording this again because I didn't press the record because I'm not very good. I'll get this.
No, it's not. You get the next one.
Okay, this is gonna hurt. This is. It will hurt because you're in a rooftop bar.
Yeah, but I've got your credit card.
Oh, you got my that's it then. That's all right.
Didn't you see when I
A little bit like
swapped it over?
Swapped it over a little bit like on planes, trains, and automobiles.
That's the one.
Where John Candy takes his credit card. That's it. Well,
I
actually,
have no idea who this guy is.
actually, it's not too bad.
No.
You don't do Castlemaine.
card back?
You don't. Yeah. No, you can keep it. There's nothing on it. It's maxed out. You don't do Castlemaine 4X, do you? Castlemaine 4X? No. Australians don't give a Castlemaine 4X for any other lager. No. Never heard of it. Okay, no worries. Don't worry. We were sold that. We were sold a lie when we was children. Well, we weren't drinking when we was children, but there we go.
Oh, no.
When we were younger.
Cheers.
Cheers. Hey, that's pretty. Hey, that's nice. That's good. But I haven't started yet.
It's not going.
It is going, but I haven't sat down. You've got to get this timing right. You've got to get this timing right.
It's got.
There's no light on it. That's it. It should have a flashing light, shouldn't it?
Yes.
It should have a flashing light.
I get very confused.
Right. So we're now on the rooftop bar, as you just saw there. You saw some views there. Very nice. Lovely. I'll get a few more in a minute as well of the bridge that goes over. That's what takes you to the south.
Narrows Bridge.
Narrows Bridge. Now then. Castlemaine 4X. I know I keep mentioning this, but do you know what? It's Foster's and we were sold a lie. I feel cheated as a child. Do you remember the advert? You just saying where they fill the. You said ute.
Yeah.
What's a ute?
Utility vehicle.
Oh, a utility vehicle.
It's a car with a tray on the back.
Oh, you mean basically like a truck?
Yeah, but it's a passenger car turned into a ute. They made them in the factories.
Okay, so he puts it on and it collapses, and he went. Think we ever did it with the sherry. That Castlemaine 4X.
Yeah, but like I keep saying, if you want that, you go to Queensland because they got loads of it. You know, we don't actually drink it over here.
So they do have it in Queensland then?
Oh yeah.
Right, but
They got loads of things in Queensland.
but not over here. And then Foster's. What about Foster's?
No, we send that all to England.
You send all that to...
Yeah, oh, mate, you can
So
drink that.
basically, you ship out all the garbage that you don't want over to the UK.
No, of course not. We'll just send all the premium stuff and we'll just drink all the rubbish.
Now then, you call us whinging Poms.
No.
Right. But what does POM stand for? I know what it stands for.
Originally, it goes back to the colonies, and it was POME, Prisoner of Mother England, which later on got shortened to POM.
POM.
Yeah.
So really, it's not us that are the whinging Poms. It's the actual the old English people. It's the Aussies that are Poms, really.
You're a bunch of Poms. Yeah, that's right. You know.
Yeah, they're calling us Poms.
Or as they said, you know, how do you know when a plane load of Poms arrives?
Don't know.
Well, the whinging keeps going when the engines turn off. That's shocking. Don't say that. Somebody will get offended.
Oh, do you know what? I don't care whether they get offended. If you get offended, then hard luck. Cheers.
Yes.
Happy days.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
How much was this then? Tell the viewers.
$30, £15, £7.50, £7.50.
Yeah, it's.
But we are on the 18th floor.
Well, yeah, we are on the 18th floor. You're paying for the view.
You're paying for the view.
Yeah, that's it.
Even though they haven't got little 10-cent things in the, you put the money in the...
Yeah, paying for the view. Anyway, so there
paying
you
for
go.
the view.
And then we'll try the next one, which is QT.
Yep.
And that's supposed to be a good one as well. This is very nice. So I do like it. While we drink our beer, go and get yourself a beer and have a look at the view out there.
You can rewind it.
You can. Actually, by the way, I told them earlier on, just in case they skipped that bit, you saved me. So you're an expat and you saved me. You saved my life.
I had to.
While I'm over here in Perth because you brought me a box of Yorkshire tea.
I had to.
Yeah. What I'm like...
Made in Harrogate.
Made in Harrogate, but I got a call off of reception. Somebody said, got a package dropped off to you. I'm thinking, nobody knows I'm here. I don't know what hotel I'm at. And then I got this letter off of you, right? And it's like, oh, that's not, But you'd already emailed Jeff Buys Cars and I recognised your name. I thought, I'm thinking, how the heck did you know where my hotel was? But you said, when I dropped off at the hotel with the car, you recognised the buildings.
Yep.
So, there we go. Stalked me down.
Well, I mean, we've only got about 9 buildings in Perth, so they're pretty easy to pick up.
But I tell you what, I'm glad you did. Cheers.
Me too.
And especially that Yorkshire tea. And I'll let you into a secret. I had one this morning. Oh,
you won't sleep for a month.
Oh, it was great. That was amber nectar, Yorkshire tea. Come all this way. I've had Yorkshire tea, fish and chips, mushy peas, and a steak sandwich.
Well, can't beat it.
Which did you grab next? See you later.
Cheers.
Right, so we've put, it's running by the way.
It's going now.
It's going.
I'm getting the hang of this.
So we've put the world to rights. We're on about 80s music. 80s music being better. 90s
it all fell to pieces.
It fell to pieces in the 90s.
The wheels fell off. They stopped making record players. I mean, it was just done.
A question for them actually. Question. Wherever you are, right? America, the UK. I think America. My first viewers. Most amount of viewers in the UK, then I think it's America, close second, then Australia. Wherever you are, what's number 1 this week?
Yes.
And if you don't know, that's what we mean. Because back in the 80s, you'd know. It was Adam Ant, it was whoever.
It was Human League.
And you knew what it was.
Soft Cell.
Soft Cell, yeah. You didn't like Soft Cell, did you?
Oh, yeah.
Did you?
Of course.
I'm going.
All right, see you later. I'll just get over the building.
No, Soft Cell were good. You did.
Anyway.
Basically, you knew what was number 1. Anyway, we're getting to wind this up because we were going to go to the other rooftop bar. However, you've just said, could be busy. We've got a perfect spot for sunset here to show you.
Yeah.
So I'll show you QT or whatever it is later, another time. But we'll just end this video now. You've been great. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you for tracking me down to my hotel and bringing me that Yorkshire tea.
It's all the tea.
It's all the tea.
You'll get it through customs, no worries.
I'm taking it back.
Oh, yeah.
I'll probably drink it all before I get back anyway.
It's the 3rd row you got to look at.
It's the... Have you got anything to declare?
No. Anyway.
So, we're going to wind it up here, but don't go anywhere because what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the camera running, I'm going to turn it around and you're going to see the sunset after you've very kindly cleaned the window here, go down on South Perth.
Yes.
So, there we go.
So it's good night from me.
And it's a good night from him. Thank you. Good night.